Une vidéo.
Mit das.
Tu à droite. Hello! I can speak English, that's amazing. Oh, this is so easy. Talking English. Oh, yes. Nice. It just flows. I can just talk. It is easy. I don't need to think a lot. This is amazing. Hello, camera. It's so good talking to you. How are you? Oh, it doesn't talk back. Oh.
Is it the only reason why you wanna vlog today?
Quoi?
Is it the only reason why you wanna vlog today?
Quoi? So, the thing is, if I talk to the camera, I can speak English. But I cannot speak English to her today, because we do a thing where we're not allowed to speak English to each other. We just tried that for a day, well, half a day now, just for fun. And so basically we speak either German or French. And since my French totally sucks, we usually speak German. But okay, I try to, say some basic sentences in French, and then she corrects me, and it's nice.
He's okay. He's trying French. It's not just German. That's cool.
J'essaie de parler français.
Good.
So far, it's going well. Like, we can communicate even though we don't use English, which is, it's super stupid actually, because we have to explain stuff in German then. Like, if I have a question, how do you say that in French? And then she has to explain it to me in German, which, is not the easiest thing for her. So actually it would be smarter if she could also speak English, but not today.
It's okay. I'm also here to try and improve my German, so
yeah,
it's totally fine with me.
I have a French girl here now, and it's just, we were just so used to speaking English all the time that we just don't speak our language, and that we just don't improve.
Ich will in der Mitte sein.
Je vais à gauche. Je suis de milieu. Au milieu de image. So, dear camera, that I can speak English again. In that one day, I already learned more French than in my past life, or at least than in any other day ever, because she explained a lot of shit to me. For instance, I now get the differences of the E sounds, like A, E, I.
A, E, I.
And the two E is all the same. A, E, I. For me, it used to be all the same, but now I think I'm slowly grasping the difference between E and E.
The sound itself, it's not easy to grasp the difference, but you can make people understand the difference with how you pronounce it with the mouth, like the shape of the mouth, how you put the chin, the tongue and the lips. You can just show that it's not, if it's just the sound like on Google Translate or anything, it's really hard, I think. So you have to, like an open O and a closed O, A. And the open O is very close to actually being an A sound. O, A.
O, O, A. O, O, A. O, O, A. We don't have a closed O. We have an U, and an E, and an U.
We have way more than that. A, E, I, O, U, E, E, A, U, An,
Those are just random sounds.
No. The last three are actual words. Un is one. On is we, kind of we, the equivalent of man in German. And où is either or where.
Tu apprends quelque chose d'allemand?
Ja, ein bisschen.
Quoi?
Eigenartig ist weird.
Bizarre.
Ja.
Bizarre.
Bizarre. Du bist eigenartig.
Du bist ein Pisser.
Was?
Na, egal.
Egal.
So, you might think that, I mean, my native language is German. And if we talk German, it shouldn't be hard for me, right? Problem is, I can't really speak German with her, at least not the German that I speak usually. Because if I speak German with her, then I speak super slowly and word by word and pronounce them correctly.
In a very German way.
Yes.
That's also why I'm only speaking German with him, because if I start speaking French, it's gonna be horrible.
Warum sprichst du nicht langsam Französisch mit mir?
Parce que je ne suis pas sûre.
Because I don't understand shit. Je ne suis pas patient.
Je ne suis pas patiente.
Ah, tu n'es pas patient.
Ja.
De parle français.
Lentement.
Lentement.
T'es pas assez patient pour éditer le blague.
Mais
Tu n'es pas assez patient. Tu n'es pas.
see, my fucking head hurts, and it's only like 3, and it's already Can we stop this?
Si, understanding.
She should just keep speaking German. That's easier for me, because her German is better than my French.
Understanding is still a bit.
Especially spoken word understanding is like non-existent.
We could try written on WhatsApp, but you're gonna cheat.
I don't want to learn how to write French or read French. I want to learn how to understand French, because that's the main thing that I'm gonna be using or want to use. I want to speak and understand spoken word.
French. I think French is very complicated to write because you have a lot of rules, and if you can speak French, it really doesn't mean that you can write it. Because there are lots of letters that you just don't pronounce. When we speak, usually we have to kind of see the words inside our heads, at least a little. Otherwise, we forget how to write them, and thus we can't write anymore.
Does it mean that if you know how to write French, you also know how to talk French? So is it just one way?
Not necessarily. You have to know the pronunciation rules, and I think there are less pronunciation rules than writing rules. If you really don't care about writing French, it's fine.
Well, maybe I care a little bit. Sollen wir das öfter machen?
Ja, ich mag dich. Ich mag das.
Du magst mich, das ist gut.
Ich mag das.
Peut-être je parle français et tu parles allemand. Et on parle anglais petit. I think, and I'm just gonna explain it to the camera, and somebody can listen if they want. I think that we should do the same thing, but with allowing English speaking for explaining stuff about the language. That would make a bit more sense.
I think we already do that a little.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of do
Just
that.
for vocabulary.
If I don't know the French vocabulary, which happens a lot, and she then also doesn't know the German vocabulary, we're basically fucked. But, you know, we should know the English one, since we both basically speak English pretty well.
La batterie est morte.
La batterie est morte. It's tot. Die Batterie ist tot.
La isla de la muerte. La mort. en español.
Wow, 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 wow. No español. Despacito, no español.
Vamos a la playa. This morning, before we went to bed, or we fell asleep, he was trying to tell me something, and there was one word in the sentence in German that I couldn't understand, and I think he found like 5 or 6 different synonyms for the same word, and none of them I could understand. What was the word again?
Exhausting.
Yeah, that's it. I think I had it like 2 seconds before you gave up and gave me the English word.
I was trying to explain it to her in German, but then the words I used for explaining she also didn't know. It can be fun if you try to do that, but it's also exhausting. Especially if you're on the receiving side and you just don't understand shit. Which is, usually me.
Here it's good also because it's our mother tongues. I mean, he speaks English and German, and I know the grammatic of both English and German, so sometimes he's trying to tell me something in French, but with the grammatic that is not French. And I can understand because I recognize the German or English grammatic, and I'm like, okay, I get it. And sometimes I do the same. I speak German with the English grammatic because...
However, it is a nice experiment that we tried for one day, well, half a day. We still need to survive 8 more hours. And then I might give you an update on that. And otherwise, alles will back up. Good morning on a very nice day where we can speak English again. Isn't that great? Good morning, it's like you.
Morning.
A few quick things that I still want to mention before the girl gets too excited, because we will enter Venice. But I still need to say a few things about the experiment we did yesterday. So, first of all, I have to say that even though if we're not allowed to speak English, we can still communicate most of the things. So, that's good to know. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be together with her if we couldn't speak English, like if we wouldn't have a common language, because it is exhausting, but it is possible to, communicate. Yeah, what was the other thing I wanted to say?
That I was good German speaking. My German was good.
I mean, yes, that's true, but that's not what I wanted to say. The hardest thing yesterday was not accidentally speaking English. That happened a lot, because I was just way too used to speaking English with her, so whenever I wanted to tell her something, started in English. Oh, that's not what I'm allowed to do. I need to say it in German.
Not for this to happen, I tried to force myself to not think in English. So either French or German, but not think in English, which was extremely exhausting as well, because then I had German in my head, and that was a weird German in the head.
Okay, so we're gonna end this here and start the next vlog where we will visit Venice.
Make your bag up.
And come to Venice. No, oh shit, wait. And yeah, if you wanna go, you go.
I don't even know where the city is.
Over there. Those are the rail tracks that lead to the city. Rail tracks. Girlfriend. Venice.